कुछ कंट्रोवर्सीज रहती है विच टेस्ट योर पेशेंस, विच आर डाउन राइट अनोइंग, और आपको गुस्सा आता है कि ये लोग ऐसे सोच भी कैसे सकते हैं. द होल राइट विंग हिपोक्रेसी ओवर द करंट इशू सुशांत सिंह राजपूत. डूड, रिया की बात करें, अगर आप ड्रग्स लेते हो उसका नेचुरल कंक्लूजन ये नहीं होता है दैट यू आर रनिंग अ ड्रग कार्टेल. ठीक है, टू बिगिन विथ शी इज डिनाइड, बट ठीक है, लेट्स जस्ट अज्यूम शी इज लाइंग, बट दैट डज नॉट मीन शी इज रनिंग अ ड्रग कार्टेल. आई मीन आई लिटरली हैव फ्रेंड्स, मेरे कॉलेज फ्रेंड्स हैं मेरे साथ जो नौकरी भी कर चुके हैं, who consume drugs day in and day out, and they are calling for her head. They are saying send her to jail, she is running a drug cartel. वो लोग किस किस्म का नशा नहीं करते हैं, लेकिन वो लोग फेसबुक पे जाते हैं, ट्विटर पे जाते हैं, and they pour out their outrage against Riya. That is the level of hypocrisy that exists on the right. It's not just left who are taking advantage of the coronavirus situation to settle their scores with Modi. आलिया भट्ट की पिक्चरें आप इसलिए देखते हो क्योंकि आपको आलिया भट्ट पसंद है एज एन एक्टर. ठीक है, ऐसे बहुत लोग हैं जो खराब एक्टर थे लेकिन किसी के रिश्तेदार थे. आई थिंक मोस्ट रीसेंट एग्जाम्पल इज इमरान खान, आमिर खान के भतीजे, जिनकी बड़ी फिल्में आई यार. सम ऑफ हिज फिल्म्स वर ह्यूज हिट्स, बट ही इज नोवेयर टू बी सीन. Why? Despite being so close to Amir Khan, because he was a bad actor. People rejected him. That's why, right? And there are some really good actors like Abhishek Bachchan, Amitabh Bachchan ke bete, but his career never really took off the way he would have wanted, despite being a decent actor, more than a decent actor. So get over nepotism because you never really had a problem with it. आप पिछले 100 सालों से नेपोटिस्टिक प्रोडक्ट्स की फिल्में देख रहे हो और उसमें कुछ गलत भी नहीं है. मूवीज़ आर एंटरटेनमेंट. मूवीज़ कोई एम्प्लॉयमेंट एजेंसी नहीं है. करण जौहर या आदित्य चोपड़ा ने कोई वो नहीं खोल रखा है चैरिटी या एम्प्लॉयमेंट एजेंसी, और जहाँ उन्होंने बोला है कि जो मुंबई आएगा उसको मैं नौकरी दूंगा. ये लोग दे इन्वेस्ट देयर ओन 100 crores इन अ मूवी, और जो बंदा मुंबई जाता है एक्टर बनने, डायरेक्टर बनने, और मे बी सम इयर्स डाउन द लाइन दे टर्न इनटू प्रोड्यूसर्स, राइट? लाइक अनुष्का शर्मा, शी वाज an outsider, but now she is even a movie producer. She did not go to Mumbai in 2006, 7 or whatever, promising her parents that मम्मी पापा मैं मुंबई जा रही हूँ so that मैं वहाँ नाम कमाऊँ, उसके बाद मैं दिल्ली से आ रहे, चंडीगढ़ से आ रहे लौंडे लौड़ियों को मैं नौकरी दूँ. नहीं, they went to Mumbai to earn fame and money for themselves, for their family, and that holds true even when you get rich. Your only accountability as an actor or as a director or as a producer to your audience is giving them quality cinema, being honest to your art. Giving employment to outsiders is not your priority. You still do that. These are rich people, they invest in charity. We don't even know इनका कहाँ कौन सा पैसा कहाँ जाता है, बट अगर इन्होंने एक फिल्म में वरुण धवन को ले लिया या टाइगर श्रॉफ को ले लिया बजाय किसी आउटसाइडर को लिए हुए, they have every goddamn right to do that because it's their own money. 100 crores, 200 crores, आपके सिर्फ 500 रुपये जा रहे हैं यार, यहाँ उतने भी नहीं जा रहे हैं. वो भी इसलिए जा रहे हैं क्योंकि despite hating on Varun Dhawan, you are still going and watching his movie with your entire family or with your girlfriend or with your boyfriend. So it's you who is wrong in the head, if at all you are. I mean, I have no issues with a Varun Dhawan film or a Tiger Shroff film. अगर मुझे मन कर रहा है, अगर मुझे ट्रेलर अच्छा लगा मैं देखूंगा, ठीक है. This virtue signaling ki you start feeling if I criticize nepotism on social media, people start looking at me as this generous guy, as this very smart and intelligent person who regards outsiders with fondness and who hates rich people. To begin with, hating on rich people is not cool. Hating on them for no reason at all. India's leftists using a 17-year-old Zaira Wasim to reinforce Islamophobia. So about 1.5 years back, Zaira Wasim announced that she is quitting her career over religion. In her words, her career is taking her away from her iman. You know, fair enough. I mean, she's a star of blockbusters like Dangal, Secret Superstar. आमिर खान के साथ 2 फिल्में कर चुकी है. She's done a film with Priyanka Chopra, Farhan Akhtar, but she felt that it's interfering with her religion, and she quit. Fair enough. Up until this point, I mean, everybody has the right to practice their own religion, and who are we to poke our noses in their business, right? But when you think of it, one of her age, does a 17 or an 18 or 19-year-old girl or a boy has the emotional complexity or maturity to understand religion, in the sense that they would just throw away their stellar career, stellar up until this point, and potentially a stellar career ahead? Like I said, Amir Khan, Farhan Akhtar, Priyanka Chopra. Did she have that maturity? Did she understand religion to that extent? Right? One. Two. Like the right wingers said, they suspected that it was not her own decision. She was forced by maybe some death threats. But let me give you some context. Let's not just speculate. Kashmir is, I'm a Kashmiri myself, and I know more than most people do, right? Even these journalists like Nidhi Razan and all, even though she's a Kashmiri. Kashmir has a history of female artists, also male artists, quitting, relinquishing their whole career in arts because they received death threats over that. You know, फीमेल आर्टिस्ट को तो की तो हिस्ट्री है वहाँ पे. तू लड़की है, तू औरत है, तू स्टेज पे जाएगी, मर्दों के सामने नाचेगी, तू फिल्मों में एक्टिंग करेगी, तू फिल्मों में नाचेगी, तुझे मर्द देखेंगे, तू गाने गाएगी. म्यूजिक इज़ हराम. आई एम नॉट, दिस इज़ नॉट अ स्टेटमेंट ऑन इस्लाम. To each his own. What I am saying is, why was the whole left so sure that it was Zaira Wasim's own decision? First of all, even that was wrong. I think somebody needed to sit with her to counsel her that you're not mature enough to understand religion to this extent. But let's just look at the other side. Remember the girl band Pragash, जिन्होंने कुछ 2013 में they just quit. It was a rock band consisting of 4 girls. उनको ग्रैंड मुफ्ती ने उनके खिलाफ फतवा इशू किया गया. उनको डेथ थ्रेट्स मिले उनके ही स्टेट से, एंड दे जस्ट क्विट. And left liberals will tell you that this never happened. I'll tell you why. Why do they think so? So this is what one of the girls from that band, Pragash, said. We just quit singing and music only because of the people of Kashmir, as Mufti Sahab said, is un-Islamic. We did not know that they are unhappy with our music. This is what one of the girls said, and it said that one of those girls, or maybe all of them, they went into depression. And I shudder to imagine, pata hai, what they may be doing as of right now, at this moment, after being forced to just give up on a rather promising career in music. Now, this leaves me angry and sad at the same time. But it leaves me angrier on our intellectuals, the so-called elites, intellectuals, liberals, who supported this move. There were literally people like Arfa Khanum and these Nidhi Razans who said they find it very empowering that this girl could take such a bold decision on her own, and they feel proud of her. And I was infuriated. Do you not even know the history of Kashmir? Like this band Pragash, they did not quit in 1913, they quit in 2013, right? Nidhi Razdan, such a huge journalist with NDTV. Nidhi Razdan did a whole show, a 1-hour debate on this event, where the whole show was about criticizing the right-wingers, the Anupam Khes, who raised suspicion about it. What she said is, if she were a Hindu girl, nobody would have had any objection. People are only objecting to Zaira Wasim's giving up her career because she's a Muslim. If it were a Hindu girl, Nidhi Razan, Arfa Khanum, and every left liberal, including Vishal Dadlani, Anurag Kashyap, Bollywood, politics, journalism, every left liberal would have said, like, if a Hindu girl came out and said कि मेरा बॉलीवुड करियर मुझे मेरे संस्कारों से दूर ले जा रहा है, इसलिए मैं इसे छोड़ रही हूँ, मैं योगी बन रही हूँ, you would have literally blamed Amit Shah. You would have accused him of personally going to this girl and threatening her कि तू तो हिंदू लड़की है, तू तो आरएसएस के देश की लड़की है, तू कैसे मर्दों के आगे नाच रही है. आई एम श्योर अमित शाह खुद जाके उस लड़की को धमका के आया है और मोदी धमका के आया है. ये सब आरएसएस वाले ऐसे होते हैं. दिस इज व्हाट यू वुड हैव सेड, यू निधि राजान, दी स्क्विंट्स एंड एवरीथिंग. एंड देयर वर पीपल सेइंग लाइक आपको लगता है कि मुसलमानों के घर इनविजिबल होते हैं, आपको सब पता है, शी वाज बीइंग फोर्स्ड. Nobody knows that for sure. I am not claiming I know she was forced. I am saying there's a history, and it's not just a history, it's the present of Kashmir, and you know it more than I do, right? You're a journalist, for fuck's sake. So when you're saying you feel that it was an empowering decision and you see no foul play in it, that reeks of hypocrisy or of ignorance. One. And nobody from the whole left liberal gang, if they assume that this was her own decision, did they just stop to think that a 17-year-old girl needs to be, convinced or counseled that, wait, this is not the time. Let you get a little more mature. Let you turn at least 24 to take such a decision, right? Quit your career over religion. It's not something a 17, 18, 19-year-old girl should be allowed to do, or a boy, that is, any teenage, right? The whole event was turned into Hindu bashing. हिंदू तो ऐसे होते हैं, हिंदुओं को लगता है कि लड़की अपनी मुसलमान लड़की अपना डिसीजन ले नहीं सकती है. Kangana Ranaut, from in 2016-17, from being an icon of feminism, raw woman power, all by just morphing pictures of hers with other men to prove her affair with them, or being forced to have affairs with multiple married men, to now being labeled a sexist person who attacks other women just to satisfy a political party, to satisfy Modi, Amit Shahs of the world. Kangana Ranaut has had quite a journey. It started with all that, the alleged affair with Hrithik Roshan, jahan she said she had a 7-year affair, and they even got engaged in Paris. वो 7 साल के अफेयर का, she put out just one proof, just one evidence, that too was a morphed picture, which was exposed to be a morphed picture by Hrithik Roshan's victim wife. There was nothing else. जिस एज में कंगना रनौत और ऋतिक का apparently affair चला था, we already had smartphones. We already had cameras, of course, but we already had smartphones. We were literally carrying about 5-6 cameras in our pockets. So Kangna says she had no picture of her with Hrithik Roshan. There's not even a single picture that she put out with Hrithik Roshan. उनकी engagement भी हो गई. They were so bold that they went to Paris. They had a 7-year affair. 7 years, do you imagine the period? And there is no message, there is no picture, there is zero evidence except for that morphed photo. And everybody believed her. Everybody believed her. There is no entry on Hrithik Roshan's passport for Paris. Still, everybody believed Kangana Ranaut, because I don't know. And this was started by Barkha Dutt, and the whole of left liberals became, they started idol worshipping Kangana Ranaut. After that, nothing, they closed their ears to any logic, any counter evidence. Adhyan Suman made some allegations against her, and his words were twisted, gloriously twisted by Barkha Dutt and her likes. These all these women, these Shobha Days, and every intellectual, Sonam Mohapatra criticized Kangana for washing her dirty linen in public, and then she was criticized. She was taken apart by some liberal bloggers who said this is feminism, this is not washing her dirty linen in public. And now the same very people, Barkhadat, this blogger who criticized Sonam Mohapatra, the Shobha Days, they're after Kangana's life. They choose the worst kind of names for her. They criticize her. Barkhadat interviews everybody who Kangana takes a dig at, and the whole discussion revolves around how Kangana is abusing other women, how she's being a sick woman, which she's being truly, no doubt over that. But when Barkha Dutt does that, there is no greater benchmark of hypocrisy than that, right? There is no doubt that Kangana Ranaut is using the really bad tragedy to just get even with people, to get even with Karan Johar, Alia Bhatt, Hrithik Roshan, and everybody she has had issues with. Sushant Singh Rajput died, and she thought, "Bam, this is what I was waiting for. Let me now get all the attention. Let me settle all my personal scores, which I have not been able to." And Republic TV, same. I think they have got 5 years worth of TRPs in a matter of three months, and it's terribly sad. And it's okay. It's like nobody is bothered by that. Everybody is like, justice in the name of, I don't know what, in the name of getting more attention to Kangana Ranaut. She makes accusations with zero evidence, and we just turn into her cheerleaders. Left was her cheerleader, the entire left. Thousands of liberals were her cheerleaders in 2016-17, and now it's the right wing people, the intellectuals and commoners, everyone. Another controversy involving Kangana where I support her. So, the Shiv Sena Kangana war of words, which literally led to revenge demolition of Kangana's office. It's again left's hypocrisy at its absolute worst. So a certain Farah Khan Ali, I think she's Hrithik Roshan's, some relative of Hrithik Roshan's, who I apparently support in his battle with Kangana Ranaut. But this is absurd. So when her house was demolished for referring to for her war of words with Sanjay Raut, where he labeled her haram khor and then said it just means she's a naughty girl, and then the whole demolition took place. Farah Khan Ali's defense of that revenge demolition was, how dare she refer to Uddhav Thackeray as tujhe. That's what she literally said, and that to Uddhav Thackeray. Shiv Sena, Muslims or liberals in our country are now defending Shiv Sena because they are no longer in Gathbandhan with BJP. The whole left liberals think that now they are the harbingers of secularism, and they are the most liberal party in India. It betrays logic. It betrays like common sense, right, as we know it. Farah Khan Ali does not have a problem with Anurag Kashyap when he says people should spit at Amit Shah's legacy. Modi ko these people call dog, chai wala, and she does not have any issues with that. No liberal has any issues with that. With the kind of language that is used for our Prime Minister, no less. But she said she used tujhe, and she deserves that demolition. Amazing. Subscribe to Legend Martini for your daily dose of lifestyle, movies, fashion, career, health and wellness, and everything else under the sun. Don't forget to hit the bell icon.